The Cape of Good Hope in southwestern South Africa is dominated by the Fynbos vegetation, with many unique and endemic species found nowhere else on the earth. Its rich marine life includes dolphins and whales, which are often seen from the shore. It's here where the warm waters of the Indian Ocean meet the cooler waters of the Atlantic. Besides southern right whales, humpback and bridge whales are also common. Migratory southern right whales and humpback whales visit between June and November. The coast includes a mosaic of sandy and rocky shores, with reefs and kelp beds just offshore. Kelp has washed ashore, providing habitats for arthropods to multiply, and consequently a variety of birds show up to feed. The big insects are eaten by big birds. A colony of Cape fur seals is easily observed from the shore. As a result of the cold currents, fish are abundant, and both the seals and several species of cormorants find plenty of food, as does this fish eagle. The wagtail eats the insects on the kelp, while the sanderlings probe the shallow sand for isopods, while the ibis probe deeper for worms, crustaceans, and mollusks. The seagulls, well, they eat almost anything. The bontebok is an antelope restricted to the coastal Fynbos. They can form herds up to 40 animals. Bonteboks are considered one of the most handsome of the African antelopes. They are lucky to still be here, since they were almost shot out by the early 20th century. Thanks to the efforts of one farmer, all remaining 17 individuals were rounded up to breed them back from the edge of extinction. Today there are some 3,000, and they are easily seen on the Cape of Good Hope. The Cape Floristic region is known for its hyperdiverse ecosystems, which have complex spatial and temporal dynamics due to fire and seasonality. Plants include reeds, heaths, succulents, orchids, lilies, and proteas. Lots of proteas. Over 9,000 plant species are found here, and of those, 6,200 are endemic. It may not look impressive to the average person, but this floral region is off the charts. There are some 330 species of proteas in the Fynbos. The king protea is the national flower. Of course, a variety of species have evolved with these proteas, such as sunbirds. These hummingbird-like nectar feeders are really important pollinators in the Fynbos. They tend to get covered in pollen as they feed. The orange-breasted sunbird is actually endemic to the Fynbos. You can see here it getting covered with pollen from several species of plants. This sunbird here isn't pollinating the red-hot poker flower, but rather stealing the nectar at the base of the flower. This double-collared sunbird takes a break from nectar feeding and grabs an insect. The malachite is a large sunbird that feeds on many species of protea and aloes. The Fynbos doesn't support a diverse reptile fauna, but there are easily seen species, like the southern rock agama and the black-girdled lizard. The angulate tortoise is the most common tortoise in South Africa, but the geometric tortoise is critically endangered. The Cape and much of the Fynbos is no longer home to the bluebuck, lions, black rhinos, Cape buffalo, nor hippos, but you can still find a leopard or two hanging out. The Cape mountain zebra is rare and vulnerable. It prefers mountain slopes with a diversity of grass species. The eland is Africa's largest antelope and can be found in large herds on the Cape. The red hartebeest is one of the fastest running animals in Africa. It always has this goofy look. Springboks are not commonly found in the Fynbos due to the nutrient-poor soils and the type of vegetation, but they can occasionally be seen on the northern fringes of the Fynbos in grasslands. The springbok is South Africa's national animal. Other less seen antelope include the gray reebok and the greasebok. The greasebok is particularly associated with the Fynbos. Greaseboks can go long periods without drinking any water, and both of these antelope are browsers. As civilization encroaches on the Fynbos, greaseboks can be seen browsing in orchards and vineyards. The dassie, or rock hyrax, is a common mammal that lives on rocky outcroppings throughout much of Africa. They are not rodents. Hyrax feed on broadleaf plants and live in colonies. Many kinds of predators feed on them. If a habitat has lots of termite mounds, like this, it might support this crazy animal, the aardwolf. This wild-looking creature is a type of hyena that feeds on insects and their larvae. While not species specific to the Fynbos, it does live in savanna habitats in and around it. Other Fynbos species include the beautiful blue crane, and along the river courses, Cape clawless otters can be found. Also, the water mongoose hunts for frogs and crabs in marshes and along streams. This colorful mongoose is active in the day and feeds on insects, rodents, birds, reptiles, amphibians, carrion, eggs, etc. The common Cape elephant shrew is a pollinator in the Fynbos as it drinks nectar from the many proteas. On the other hand, the four-striped grass mouse is a true rodent and feeds mostly on plant material, but also insects, but tends to eat more seeds in the summer months. The caracal is a medium-sized wild cat that is very secretive and not often seen in the Fynbos. It eats mostly birds and small mammals. Oh, the baboons! This unmistakable species can't be missed on a visit to the Cape of Good Hope. Baboons are omnivorous, and with their large family groups, their need for food is great. In the parks and reserves, they will do their wild thing. But as civilization spreads, human-baboon conflicts have increased. It's important not to feed them. They are shameless and will even enter your car or your house to grab a quick bite. The Cape weaver is a territorial colonial nester. Every male may have 7 females in a breeding season, and a normal colony has between 2 and 20 males. Cape weavers are known to rub ants on their feathers and skin, which acts as an insecticide, among other things. Safety in numbers doesn't always protect a weaver colony, as boomslangs eat the babies. This friendly face is a Cape mole rat, which feeds on bulbs and tubers underground. The Cape pea blue is one of the many hair-streaked butterflies in the Fynbos. If you head down to the famous Boulder Beach, there's another local species that can be observed with the hordes of tourists. While declining in population, the African penguin is still well protected at this colony. That's really how they sound, like a donkey. The klipspringer is a small antelope found in eastern and southern Africa. Its salt and pepper coat, that is yellowish-gray to reddish-brown, helps it camouflage among its rocky habitat. Their coat is thick and coarse with hollow, brittle hairs. They are monogamous and browse on a variety of plants, fruits, and flowers. The klipspringer walks on the tip of its cylindrical, blunt hooves, which provide a better grip on the rocks. Klipspringers forage at night and rest during the day, but some pick a cliff edge where they contemplate the vastness of the ocean. The Fynbos is a special nature destination, with its thousands of plant species and a collection of incredible animals, all within reach of Cape Town.